Okay, so here we're trimming half square triangles. These are the ones that we made in lesson 2 with our 4-inch squares. We made our half square triangle units. Now what we need to do is trim them all back to 3.5-inch squares. So to do that, you can use any square ruler that, as long as it's larger than the size of the half square or the same size as the half square you're trimming to. And so in this particular instance, I'm going to use a 6.5-inch square ruler. What you want to do first is you want to take your sort of the diagonal line that separates the two colors of your half square triangles. You want to line that up with the diagonal line on your square ruler. And then what we want to do is we want to just sort of trim off, sort of for right-handed cutting, we're going to go up the right-hand side and along the top. Before you cut, it's always worth checking, because we're trimming this to a 3.5-inch square. Just double check that your fabric on the inside here that you still have yet to cut extends past 3.5 inches in both directions. It does, so I'm happy to just go ahead and cut. So I'm going to go up the right-hand side here, and then I'm going to cut along the top. Once I've done that, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it so that the two sides that I've just cut, they are now, I'm going to line up those two sides with 3.5 and 3.5. And again, I'm still lining up that, that center diagonal line as well that separates the two fabrics. And then I cut again, so this time again up the side and along the top. And then that is my perfect 3.5-inch square for my half square triangle. So let's try that again with the second one. Line up the diagonal line, cut off the minimum first, up the right-hand side, across the top, turn it, line up your 3.5, 3.5, and the diagonal line going through the center of the half square triangle unit. Okay, so that's another one that we've cut, 3.5-inch square. Remember, your goal is to try and make sure that your fabrics are both sort of meeting in those two corners, and that's going to make everything look a bit better when you start sewing these all together. So for lesson 2, we're going to have sort of 4 of one set of colors, which goes into one of your friendship stars. You have another 4 of another set, which goes into your other friendship star, and then of course you've got a third set of 4, which are going to go into your bear's paw block. So, so that's trimming your half square triangles for lesson 2 of Learn to Quilt.